In today's episode of Game of Tones, the Garmin Varia radar, a piece of technology that I absolutely love, and it's really changed my riding experience out here on the open roads. If you're not familiar with the Garmin Varia radar, it is a bike light and also a vehicle detection or an object detection device. Anything from 140 meters, maybe 200 meters back on a clear line of sight, you'll get an audible alert from a head unit to let you know something's coming up behind you, so you can keep your hands on the bars and just be a little safer there out on the roads. This Varia radar here is the RTL 510, which is effectively version 2 of the original version. It's been out for a few years. So as such, these have been on the market for a while now, and we've all become accustomed to the alert tones that we get either on the dedicated head unit or our compatible GPS unit on the front of the bike. That's always been a single tone up until a few months ago. So it's that single beep, which reminds us to either look down or stay left, or just alert us that something's coming up behind. Be more cautious there on the road. However, Garmin had other ideas for us in recent firmware updates for the Garmin Edge head units. They list here they'd updated the radar tone to be easier to hear. They changed the tone on us from this to this handlebar party. Oh yeah, it got quite annoying there out on the road. That caused a lot of confusion for people who were using the radar for a few years. We'd all learned to listen to that single beep, or if we swap between bikes or we have this head unit on one bike with a non-compatible head unit, etc. It just changed things up and we weren't expecting it. But the worst part about it is we didn't have a choice. So a lot of us jumped on the forums and said, hey Garmin, can you please change the handlebar party to give us an option to go back to the single beep, or just give us a little bit more choice there. The good news is Garmin did listen. Now I can't pull up the forum post because they've recently changed their forums and that's been lost in the ether somewhere. At this point in time, the option has only been seen on the Edge 820, the Edge 520 Plus, and the beta firmwares of the Edge 830. I expect that to be rolled out to all other Garmin Edge devices that support radars in the very near future, so keep an eye on that. All right, running through this configuration here on the Edge 1030, we go to sensors. The radar is already paired here. We click on sensor details, alert settings, tones, single tone or multi-tone. Not to my liking, so back to single tone for me. That's all we need to do to set that on the head unit and we're good to go. So happy days there, we do have a choice, and those of us who had used these for a while or switch between the dedicated unit and other units, we can go back to that unified user experience of a single beep so we know what we're listening for. So all good, Garmin do listen. The amount of response that I got to the tweet that I put out on this the other day was quite extensive, hence why I'm putting this video together today. As such, if you like what I'm up to here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and thanks for watching.